Hello Malaysians, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much. In today's video, I would like to ask the question, should the DAP leave Pakatan Harapan and the unity government? Now, in the aftermath of the Sabah election, a shocking defeat by the DAP in all of the seats had raised many questions about the performance of DAP as a whole in relation to it being the federal government, and many are suggesting that the AP should quit Pakatan Harapan as well as the unity government. Most Malaysians are looking at the simplistic way of saying that the DAP has lost its way, has given in too much to Malay agendas, also is just following whatever Anwar Ibrahim is saying, and now they are also buddy with those who are in cahoots with corruptions and things like that. And so this is, to me, a very simplistic look at things, and certainly not a strategic look at what will happen in the democracy itself, as well as in a country that has multiracial, and also the dominance of one particular group, which are the Malays. Now, all these comments comes in without taking into consideration many factors, and they are basically something that is sentimental, meaning they wish that it could happen, but obviously we need to look at what is the landscape of Malaysian politics, society, as well as other factors coming into play. Now, I would like to look at four things, or suggest four things for Malaysians to review what they think about whether the DAP should leave Pakatan Harapan and be on its own, or make friends with those who are more to their honesty, integrity, and so forth. And the first thing that I would like Malaysians to think about is that in the Sabah election, we see a clear pattern, which is the total rejection of Peninsula-based party. Okay. The almost total rejection of Peninsula-based parties. Now, remember, the AP only went in for a few seats and they lost all of it. But also Pakatan Nasional, who went in for 41 or 42 seats and lost all of them, except one seat. Now, what does that say? According to Lokman Nur Adam, the Pakatan Nasional lost deposits in more than half of their seats. Lost deposits. So there shouldn't be a more louder clarion call or louder understanding of what has happened. PH, being the government, federal government, also lost many seats except for one. So again, a very clear, perhaps rude, awakening to the federal-based political parties. Then we have the Barisan Nasional that only won 6 seats after they also had contested many seats, as many as I think Pakatan Nasional. And not only that, they also lost seats, according to Lokman Nur Adam, who was very frustrated, not because of the loss, but because he said, how can we be a party that has been there for so long, lost deposit? It's like Mahathir losing deposit in Langkawi. So the question here, fellow Malaysians, is, could the AP have done any better? Could they have done any better? If there is this tsunami and clarion call, as well as the wind that says Sabah must have only Sabah parties, and we will see whether they can handle development as well as perhaps like GPS, and we pray for that. Or they may even be jostling against one another for corruption. Who knows? We still haven't settled whatever Albert Tay has put out, regardless of his motive. And so let's see if Sabah for Sabahan can actually turn the corner for them. We hope so. Now, so here is that situation where there was almost total rejection of all peninsular-based parties, and the DAP is one of those peninsular-based parties with only a few seats, as opposed to the stronger ones, which are PH, excluding DAP, of course. Let's just compare it with PN, Pakatan National, and BN. Both are very big parties, and they still lost. So that is something that we need to think about. That's number one. Number two, those who say that the DAP should leave Pakatan Harapan, and of course the unity government, let's say that the DAP goes off on its own because it's a pure party and it needs to recapture its purity and all that. In the days of 1960s and 1970s, where they stand alone and never became the government. The question here is that can DAP rule Malaysia by itself? It can win Penang, no doubt. Can it win other states? Like what PAS has done, it has won many states. Can DAP do the same? And at the federal level, can they win 112 seats on their own, with mostly Malay-based Malay-based electorates or voters in Peninsular Malaysia? Can they do? Can they do that alone? And if they have to have partners, who are they going to partner with? Are they going to partner with Parti Sosialis Malaysia, who's never won anything much, or with MUDA? I don't know anything that MUDA can contribute. Aside from saying bad things about other people, they have themselves no agenda, no strategy, and simply has nothing to show. And they can only exist positively if they were part of a bigger party. And that's why they have applied to be with the Pakatan National at the moment. Except for PSM, and maybe we have Yurimai, who is also applying to be with Pakatan National, or India Ikatan Prihatin Rakyat loose coalition. And so that is the situation. Can the DAP rule Malaysia alone? And the answer, obviously, they cannot, because of their membership being more Chinese or non-Malay, and their attempts to get more Malays is not happening very much. Although it is a very good party. I was once part of the DAP. I know it's a very good party. But other Malays, how do they feel about it? So that's the second question. Can the DAP win by itself? Question number three that Malaysians need to think over is that, let's say the DAP put up a strong position and by a great miracle won 60 seats. Who are they going to pair with in the coalition to form the federal government in order to make change or changes, fight corruption, give social justice to all? Who are they going to be with? Are they going to be with GRS and GPS, knowing that they were once enemies? And knowing that Sabahans and Sarawakians still do not favor a peninsular-based party. So, who are they left with? Are they going to be with Parti Islam Malaysia, with Bersatu? Certainly, they're not going to be with PKR or Amanah, because Malaysians want them to leave Pakatan Harapan. So let's forget about those two parties. So what other parties are there? Should they go in with Barisan Nasional? Certainly not, because Malaysians do not trust Barisan Nasional. So in order to form the government, DAP need to be with other parties that is tainted, or to some people have the idea of being tainted. Let's look at what's happening in Sabah in order to form a very strong government. The enemies between GRS and Barisan Nasional, now they are together in a political party, just like Pakatan Harapan had to be with Barisan Nasional or UMNO. So that is the reality of politics in a democracy. So I don't understand where this idea of leaving without thinking strategically as a whole. It's easy for us to just quit and run away, just cost us, but here, where is it going? So this is the situation where we see that in the fourth thing that I have said just before, is that you need to be part of coalition. And even if it is with your once enemies, then be it so. It has been proven in the Perak that it could work. Then why not in other places? Why so quick to say, oh, you must quit? Why? Because you lost 6 seats. What happens with Bersatu? How many seats did they put out with PAS? I think they were more, maybe 30 something seats of Bersatu, and they lost all of it. Should they leave Pakatan Nasional? Of course, now there is that question, but again, they themselves felt they couldn't win alone. So there is the answer staring at us in the face, and I think and I hope that Malaysians can be more strategic. It's not that I have been trying to influence people to vote for Pakatan Harapan, but the point here is that this is the reality. I fought against Barisan Nasional, but I have to work now with Barisan Nasional. Some of my good friends at my appointed positions are also Barisan Nasional or UMNO people, and I make friends with them, and well, to me they are good at the moment. So please, if we want to express opinion in the freedom of democracy, fine, but be a bit more balanced, be a bit more contextual, and be, please, a bit more strategic, and not just to write and comment as if there's nothing else but your own sentimental desires. We cannot build a Malaysia simply because we don't like this person, because we don't like the situation, we don't like this. We always remembering history, and also always thinking of ourselves as the victim. We cannot go very far if we keep blaming Anwar Ibrahim everything. Who is the alternative? Rafizi Ramli? If Rafizi cannot win in Sabah, whatever he says, whatever magic he does, if the wind that came to Sabah that day in the election, even Rafizi would be shut down. So with that, we need to be more strategic in our comments and our suggestions for the betterment of our own country. Thank you.